Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog, and I know. We are all about the sweet stuff here at DFB. We love our cupcakes, we love our desserts. Everything sweet and frosting laden is my favorite, and so every once in a while we like to do a video for you that's about savory snacks and savory eats and things that you've got to get if you don't have as big a sweet tooth as I do. So here are some things that you need to eat when you are tired of the sweets. Here we go. So of course, you can get classics like Mickey pretzels and basic popcorn all over the parks. So we're gonna highlight a few of our favorite lesser known savory treats, maybe things you haven't heard about or things that are a little less ubiquitous around the parks for you to try and add to your bucket list. Now, we've got 25 things we're gonna talk about, but don't worry, you don't have to write them all down. You can head over to disneyfoodblog.com/savory snacks, SAVORYSNACKS, and pick up the PDF of all of these with the description and where you can find them. All you have to do is sign up for our free newsletter and we will send the PDF right to your inbox. So disneyfoodblog.com/savory snacks and you'll get that PDF after signing up for our free newsletter. All right, here we go. First up is that mac and cheese at Animal Kingdom 8-Spoon Cafe. This one has been on our favorites list for a couple of years now. Luckily, it's not gone yet. It is still on the menu. So there are 3 different kinds of baked mac and cheese. First one is plain, second one is topped with pulled pork and barbecue sauce, and the third is shrimp and sweet chili sauce. These are amazing, definitely not something you would expect to get in a theme park and especially at a theme park kiosk. So head over to 8-Spoon Cafe, which is again just a little kiosk on Discovery Island, and pick up your mac and cheese at Animal Kingdom. Next up, also at Animal Kingdom, Mr. Kamal's seasoned fries. We talk about these with the vegetarian videos. These are super yummy seasoned French fries, topped with tzatziki salad, sriracha ketchup, lots of flavors, lots of spiciness here. Definitely not subtle, definitely not bland. So this is a great option if you are tired of all the sweet and you really need some savory stuff there in Animal Kingdom. Totally unique, you can't get these anywhere else. All right, the flavored popcorn at Epcot. This is one of my favorite things to tell people about because they'll walk right by it if they don't know it's there. This is at that popcorn cart right in between Journey into Imagination and the Land Pavilion. There are 3 different flavors. There's buffalo blue cheese, cheddar cheese, and sour cream and chive. We love them all, and in fact, here's a little tip. They don't tell you you can do this, but you can. Have them mix them all for you. So they'll do 1 scoop of each, and then you can sort of shake it up and mix them all together. I think it's absolutely delicious, one of my favorite treats. And while it's maybe not as impressive as that flavored popcorn you can get in Tokyo, it's still awesome and really delicious. One of my favorite treats at Epcot, and again, you'll walk right by if you don't know it's there. All right, also in Epcot, you're gonna head over to La Cantina de San Angel to grab some nachos. This is your grab and go. These aren't my favorite things to eat in the park. They're pretty standard, but if you're dying for some nachos and you don't have time to head into La Cava del Tequila, head over to Cantina and you can grab nachos with ground beef, nacho cheese, tomatoes, jalapenos, beans, and sour cream. Grab a frozen margarita while you're there. But if you can head in to the Pyramid to Cava del Tequila, don't forget they have my favorite white queso there. It's so good. I don't know why. They also have guac, they have salsa, and they may have a couple of other items on the menu there, but I can tell you they will have some incredible tequilas, some Negroni, mezcals if you're into mezcal, lots of good eats, treats, and margaritas there at La Cava del Tequila as well. And heading right back outside to Choza de Margarita. This is a brand new location in the Mexico Pavilion. It just opened last year. Did it open? Yeah, maybe it's not as brand new as I think. All of these years are running together. I'm getting so old. But Choza is the newest thing there at the Mexico Pavilion. And they have a tostada de pollo there. Now they've changed up the menu a little bit and they continue to change up the menu a little bit. But this is basically a kind of a chicken version of that savory Mexican staple. Now, if you're looking for a French fry dish in Epcot, head over to Refreshment Port. At the beginning of 2018, so in January, they actually put out, and I was so excited to find it, I happened to be there the same day that they came out, a brand new poutine option at Refreshment Port. And this is the first time poutine had been offered at Refreshment Port. And it was fries, cheddar cheese curds, and that incredible cheddar cheese soup that you can get over at Le Cellier in the Canada Pavilion. Now, this is crazy. This is the first time that that soup was able to be purchased at a quick service location. So you could actually get a bowl of the soup, or you could get the soup poured over a poutine. So that was awesome. Since then, they have added several other poutine options to the refreshment port for different festivals primarily. So Food and Wine had a particular poutine that came in to refreshment port, and Festival of the Holidays had a new version of the poutine that came in. So we're hoping that they return back to the original, to that cheddar cheese soup poutine, and just the traditional poutine that they also added onto the menu there. If you don't know what poutine is, sorry. If you don't know what poutine is, it is French fries, usually classically topped with brown gravy and cheese curds, so that the hot gravy sort of melts the cheese curds over the French fries. It's pub grub in Canada. It's absolutely delicious. And even though maybe it doesn't look exactly like what you would get in Montreal or Quebec, it is still delicious. All right, over to Hollywood Studios. We're gonna grab those Totchos at Woody's Lunchbox. There's plenty of things to love over at the Toy Story Land Woody's Lunchbox, the only dining location in Toy Story Land in Hollywood Studios, but they do have a great savory snack to get your fix. Now, these are Totchos. They call them potato barrels, but they are tater tots. They're actually baked tater tots, topped with chili, cheddar cheese, and a special queso made with cheddar and cream cheese. It's awesome. Green onions and some corn chips for a nice crunch. So you're gonna get almost like your Frito pie, but with tater tots. It's really, really yummy. Not good for you at all, but definitely shareable. Speaking of tots, Friar's Nook has the tot bowls as well, some Totcho bowls. This is over in Magic Kingdom in Fantasyland. And several months ago, they took away the mac and cheese that had been a favorite over at Friar's Nook for many, many moons, and replaced it with these Totcho bowls where you could get several different options like Fiesta or Greek ingredients on top of your tots. Now they have actually brought back the mac and cheese. So you can get tots with mac and cheese on top, or you can just get plain mac and cheese. Either way, they are going to be perfect for your savory snack fix that you need. So Friar's Nook, once again, coming in as one of those spots you just walk right by if you didn't know it was there, but they've got some unique and interesting menu items. Definitely great for the carb lovers up there. All right, back over to Hollywood Studios. We're going to go to Baseline Tap House. We don't talk about this very much, but there is a huge Bavarian pretzel there, absolutely giant, and it's served with spicy mustard and beer cheese fondue, which is so yummy. So this is basically a meal in itself, but you can call it a snack if you want, especially if you want to share it. And that beer cheese fondue is what really sets it apart from the other places you can get those big pretzels in Walt Disney World. They've also got a good charcuterie plate here. And if you're a craft beer fan, you're going to find all kinds of great craft beer options, including flights, over there at Baseline Tap House. All right, I gotta talk about my favorite. Let's head over to Nomad Lounge. This is, of course, in Animal Kingdom. You guys know I've talked about it a lot in several recent videos. I know. But there's a great charcuterie board there, and there's usually an awesome poutine on the menu as well. It comes and goes, but no matter what, you're gonna find some good savory options on the Nomad Lounge menu. As you know, this is one of my favorite spots to sit and relax and chill. Not a lot of people know it's there, so it's never too crowded. So definitely keep this in the back of your mind as a place to escape in Animal Kingdom. All right, we gotta talk about the turkey leg. Now, I know this is as ubiquitous as popcorn and Mickey pretzels, but if you don't know about it, and if you're looking for a savory option, this is about as savory as you can get. There's a giant turkey leg. I think these things are about 1,000 calories a pop, literally. It is really a full meal. So they brine these babies up really, really good, so they almost taste like ham. So you're not gonna get sort of a bland turkey flavor. It's definitely more of a ham, super salty flavor with the turkey legs. You can find them in just about every park, and there's kiosks that will sell them. So if you see people walking around gnawing on a big old turkey leg, that's what that is. All right, heading over to Adventureland in Magic Kingdom. The cheeseburger spring rolls are new on the menu. They're actually not new. They were around for a while and then they disappeared, and we were so sad because you know what? They're super delicious. So it's basically cheeseburger ingredients inside spring rolls. So it's kind of a mix of Asian and American. They really do taste like McDonald's cheeseburgers if you're a fan of those. And they're definitely worth the hype. Now, you can't use a snack credit on these, but it's still worth it. And don't forget that they also do have the mac and cheese spring rolls here once in a while. They're not as good as the cheeseburger spring rolls, but they are still pretty good, and they will service a savory snack craving. You'll find the spring roll cart right in front of Jungle Cruise in Adventureland, and they do sell out of these, so if you want one, try to get there a little bit early. All right, let's talk about that chicken and waffle sandwich over there at Sleepy Hollow. This is in Magic Kingdom as well, right after you've crossed the bridge into Liberty Square. It's an actual waffle, and inside is a sweet and spicy breaded chicken cutlet and a slaw on there as well to sort of cut the spiciness a little bit. This has had many incarnations over the years. First, the cutlet was really big, and then we got one that was really small, and now we're getting some decent sized ones. Sometimes it's overdone, sometimes it's not. You never really know what you're gonna get, but if it's good, it's really, really good. So definitely worth it if it's something that interests you to go over and grab, and hopefully it'll be a good day for you when you're there. All right, now we definitely want to talk about corn dogs. There's several corn dog options in Disney World, and corn dogs are usually not awesome in Disney World. They're usually from frozen, so they're not excellent. They're not hand-dipped. But if you go to the Fantasy Fair food truck in Disney Springs, you can get a hand-dipped corn dog. These are the same types of corn dogs that you're going to get over in Disneyland, where, of course, they are iconic and fabulous. The Fantasy Fair food truck is usually parked over there in the west side of Disney Springs, so that's probably where you're going to find this one. And note that Sleepy Hollow, for a little while there in Magic Kingdom, had the hand-dipped corn dog on their menu, but they've taken it off, so it's not reliable to get it there any longer. Fantasy Fair is your one place where you can pretty much be guaranteed you're going to find this one. But back in Magic Kingdom, corn dog nuggets are a favorite over at Casey's Corner. Casey's Corner has corn dog nuggets, and you can order some queso to dip those in. I call it plastic cheese because it looks like plastic, but I still love it. It's one of my favorite things to eat in Disney World. And FYI, here's a little tip. You can also get corn dog nuggets from the kids menu over at Pecos Bill Tall Tale Inn and Cafe over in Frontierland, and order the white queso to go with those. That's one of my favorites. Really delicious dish there for sure. All right, over to Disney Springs, we're going to talk about those Morimoto Asia baby ribs. You can get these at Morimoto Asia, but also at Morimoto Asia Street Food. So if you're just looking for a snack or a quick lunch, go to Morimoto Asia Street Food and you will find them there. These are iconic ribs for Chef Masaharu Morimoto. Everybody knows about them and loves them if they are aware of that particular chef. They're really, really good, super tender. I'm not a huge ribs fan, but these are excellent. Also in Disney Springs, we're going to talk about Chicken Guy again. This is probably one of my new favorite places to eat counter service in Disney World. And who would have thunk it, right? I mean, I certainly wasn't expecting a lot from Chicken Guy, but I have been completely schooled and bowled over by what they've been able to do. They've got 22 different sauces to dip your chicken tenders in. And note that they have grilled chicken tenders and breaded chicken tenders. So depending on what you're going for, that's a good option. This is a great place for picky eaters. There's mac and cheese, there's French fries, there's milkshakes, so good option for picky eaters. But if you're a chicken tender fan or a sauce fan like myself, you're definitely going to find something to suit your fancy here at Chicken Guy. Okay, we're heading over to Wine Bar George, of course, in Disney Springs, where you're going to grab those mac and cheese bites. Wine Bar George, FYI, owned by Master Sommelier George Miliatis, which is, I believe, one of the only locations owned by Master Sommelier in Florida. And it was just nominated by USA Today as one of the 10 best new restaurants of 2018, so that's awesome. Kudos to Wine Bar George for that. The mac and cheese bites here are on sort of the small plates menu. They are Chef Rupert's take on a grilled cheese and tomato soup. It's really, really, really good. They are basically mac and cheese that's fried. They have the same idea on the menu at like Cheesecake Factory and other places, but they're really good here. So this is also, as you know, this is a wine bar, but don't be deterred. Don't be scared. This is a very accessible wine bar. It's fine for kids to go in. And even if you know nothing about wine, the staff here is super knowledgeable and happy to come and talk to you about anything. And don't forget, there's that outstanding by the ounce menu here at Wine Bar George, where you can try dozens of excellent wines just by the ounce. So you only have to pay for an ounce and you still get to try. I love it. I love this concept. It's so great because I know nothing about wine, but I love learning about it. So it's really fun to visit here for me. Next up, Flame Tree Barbecue in Animal Kingdom. Of course, we're going to talk about those French fries. My birthday fries. Birthday fries. French fries with pulled pork and barbecue sauce and plastic cheese on top with some little green onions. So good here. Huge portion, definitely shareable. But don't forget, they are a snack credit, so it's a great deal. Over here, they also have those onion rings as a side item. There's some topped onion rings, so really good options here for sort of killing that savory snack craving over at Flame Tree Barbecue in Animal Kingdom. Back over to Disney Springs, we're going to talk about Polite Pig. This is the counter service location run by James Beard Award-winning James and Julie Petrakis, who are well known for several high-end restaurants in the Orlando area. It's a highly recommended crowd favorite. Mostly, you're going to get barbecue here, and it's decent barbecue. Every once in a while, it's a little dry or a little bland, but most of the time, it's really, really good. I love the sausage here as well. So if you're in Disney Springs and you're looking for something savory, don't miss this option. All right, going over to Epcot to Tutto Gusto. We don't talk about this enough on the channel. This is a great little wine bar, wine cave. But again, it's fine for kids to go in. This is run by the Patina Group, who run all the restaurants in the Italy Pavilion. It's attached to Tutto Italia, so you can actually order from the Tutto Italia menu in here as well. You can't make a reservation for this location, so it's just a walk up. It's just a wine bar kind of thing. But it's really nice to know it's there, especially if you can't get a reservation for a table service location. You can head here and eat a full table service meal with no problem. Great snacks here are antipasta plates, some paninis that are really, really good. They have small tapas-sized pastas. Really good options here, along with, of course, some great imported wine flights. So kind of like Nomad Lounge, it's a good place to escape from a theme park. Also run by Patina Group over there in Disney Springs is Pizza Ponte. This is a pizza joint where you can get Sicilian-style pizza by the slice. So be sure to look at what's in the case. They sometimes don't have everything on the menu that's available. So look in the case, see what looks good. Because again, this is freshly made stuff. You never know what's going to come out really, really well out of the oven. So look in the case, see what looks good, and order that. I've had some great pepperoni pizza here, but I've had some so-so pepperoni pizza here as well. So get yourself right up there to the counter and look inside and see what looks good to you. There's also a few other options, like a huge piece of pizza, one of those big long New York style slices. So that one's a fun one to take pictures of for sure. And then finally, we'll head back to Magic Kingdom to Pinocchio Village House. This is one of my favorite little snacks that nobody really talks about. They have a tomato basil soup at Pinocchio Village House. It's usually on the menu. Sometimes they change it out a little bit, but I love this soup. I think it's really, really good. They usually will have breadsticks or garlic knots that you can order kind of as a second side, and you can dip those. So this could be a meal or it could be a snack. You could share it as well, but I love it. I think this is a really fun little one to know about or keep in the back of your mind if you're just looking for something to tide you over till dinner. Just have a little snack over there at Pinocchio Village House. Don't forget, you can go upstairs and sit upstairs and have a great view of the castle and of Fantasyland. A lot of people don't know you can even go upstairs in Pinocchio Village House, so there's an extra little DFB tip for you. All right, there's 25 of our favorite savory snacks and savory eats for you. If you're tired of the cupcakes and you're tired of the slushes and you're tired of the sweet treats and the Rice Krispie treats and all of that stuff, we've got lots of savory stuff to kill those cravings for you as well. Don't forget, you can head on over to disneyfoodblog.com/savory snacks and pick up a PDF of all of these, including where you'll find them. And all you have to do is sign up for our free newsletter, which we really do try to make interesting. Thank you guys so much for listening, and thanks for watching. This is AJ for Disney Food Blog, and we'll see you real soon.